Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Barbara Salome, and I'm here to tell my story. It's a long one. It's been just over 16 years now. When I was 23, one day I went to the bathroom and I collapsed, and I heard a voice. It was the voice of someone I knew in the school, but I didn't really know her. And she was calling my name. So I woke up and I was in a completely different place. I was in the bathroom, and it was a communal bathroom. I had wet myself. I was all wet all over, and realized I was alone in there. When I went back and I went to see the doctor, and fortunately, at the time, I wasn't sure, but I was told I was pregnant. I didn't know what to do, and the doctor offered to abort it for me for free. Obviously, I was a student, and I have a family, strictly Christians, and our cultural background doesn't demand that you get pregnant whilst you're in school or you get pregnant out of wedlock. I was really confused, and I chose the option of having the abortion. So the next day, I went with my friend to the doctor to have the abortion. I didn't tell her what I was going to do. Something happened. The man who made me pregnant, for some reason, was there to stop it. And he never told me how he got to know about it. Fast forward, I realized there was no way I could leave home because it was a disgrace and it would forever live with me. I had a visa, so I traveled. I managed to finish my exam in my third year, traveled to the UK. I went through a lot of challenges, and one day I was checked out of where I was living. I went to sit at a park where somebody came to speak to me. I don't know who that was, but what happened was she gave me a number and said, call this number and speak to somebody called Stuart. I had no clue. I called the next day, and that was the day I was supposed to move from where I was living. There was somebody called Stuart and Claire, and that was Good Women Council. They took me in, and throughout the period, I went through my pregnancy. All that period, family was not talking to me. I was still seen as an embarrassment. It was not an easy time. I went through it all. When my child was 2 years old, I decided to join the army. So I joined the army. It was my starting point. I was in the army for 6 years. Then I realized that somebody did something for me, so I have to give something back. I left the army and trained as a nurse. As I'm speaking now, my son will be 17 years in 2 weeks' time. I am a mental health specialist practitioner. I also do podcasts. I do encourage people on marriage and relationships just to empower them to go through whatever their difficulties may be. I have also written a book, When That Girl Child Leaves Home. It's to tell my story. It's just there to encourage anybody. We do go through difficult times, but the best thing that we as human beings, we have got is we don't know tomorrow. We have God, and all we have to do is just to pray and just let him take control. I wouldn't know what I would be, but it's my story that has made me who I am. And Alan is going to sixth form, and he's the best thing that happened to me. I am now married. I have 3 more children. I've got 4 boys now. And do you have anything to say?
My mum is the greatest, and I'm happy to be here.
Thank you for listening to my story, and I hope I am able to encourage another. Thank you.